Привет, друзья! Well, yeah, I'm finally back. Before I get into the video that's upcoming, I just thought maybe I'd better do this little intro first and tell you folks what's going on, why it was so long between videos. First of all, my computer broke on the way to Romans. I just got it back, so now I'm able to upload videos again. Two, I got sick. I got a cold or something. It wasn't COVID, thank goodness, but yeah, it kind of put me out for a little bit. Third, I'm broke. Okay, don't know what that was all about. Probably because that camera's full. Anyways, yeah, third, I'm broke. So I got some links down there to a couple of pay sites. If you want to send a ruble here or a ruble there, you know, it would really help me out. And besides that, it'll also help me out make these videos because, you know, electricity just ain't cheap. And that's about it. So let me put the Roman thing to rest first. Roman moved from San Jose. He and his wife bought a house in northern Nevada in some beautiful country that I want to move to. It's, like I say, not really happening because of legal stuff that I don't need to get into. And of course, you know, again, a ruble here, a ruble there, it'll help me come up there and visit him so that we both can do videos. The other thing is, of course, you know, I said it beforehand, he's got a normal job. You know, he's back doing his computer stuff for computer games, and it's literally been taking up most of his time when he's not out walking around in the woods like a wood elf, you know, trying to keep his head together because he doesn't drink anymore either, supposedly. Me, I drink like a fish. And that's about it for there. So anyways, as you can tell, I'm not that much better yet. Anyways, so around Christmas time, I was able to scare up what money I had and get a train ticket up there to northern Nevada, where Roman lives. So you get to see some beautiful country going through Donner Pass. We went to Virginia City in Nevada. And basically I spent about a week and a half up there just, you know, enjoying doing nothing because, you know, every day I thought maybe we'd go out and film something. He had this grand idea about how to do a comeback video, and it slowly just went to, I don't really want to film. I'm too busy doing all this graphic stuff on my computer, blah, blah, blah. Hopefully next time, I'm crossing my fingers. When I go up there, with, like I say, what little money I do make, and I mean, I make a little money. A ruble here, a ruble there. Anyways, hopefully we'll be getting back to doing that, and hopefully some other stuff. I can't think of anything else except let's roll the video, and I'll see you guys soon. Привет, друзья! And I am coming from you in a hotel room in the wonderful city of Sacramento. Okay, who am I kidding? Okay, this is Sacramento. Okay, Kursk in 1943 would be more hospitable. The reason I'm coming from you live here is I'm on an interesting journey, a wonderful little road trip, and I was planning to meet some friends for Christmas and an interesting city which will be revealed later. But let me tell you about my trip and why I'm at the hotel room to begin with. First of all, I left very early from Los Angeles, and when I mean very early, I'm talking 1 in the morning. And the reason I left 1 in the morning was so that I could make it to this friend's house on Christmas Day, at least at a hospitable hour. And that means I was taking the train. I am taking the train. Unfortunately, before I could take the train, I had to take a bus to Bakersfield. The bus broke down. And unfortunately, I slept most of the way. Or at least I tried to, because the guy next to me on the bus, yeah, he snored like a diesel engine on a farm tractor. So I was doing mostly this. Okay, good, he stopped. I mean, this guy could snore. I mean, look. It's like, is he sleeping or is there a dragon? So anyways, I got to Sacramento too late because, like I said, the bus broke down on the way to Bakersfield. And Amtrak, the train service here in the United States, was kind enough to back there I had the TV on. Amtrak was nice enough to put me up in a hotel room. So hopefully I get to my destination, which is somewhere in Nevada. That's all I'm going to say. And hopefully I'll be able to get some shots of it because I've actually had a good night's sleep, even though it's 6 in the morning. And yes, I am talking a lot. But so far, this trip has been sort of a disaster. My laptop is acting up, so it won't boot. I spent 4 hours trying to figure out where the remote control of the TV went. It was in my camera bag. And trying to get something to eat in Sacramento on Christmas. Yeah. It was literally turn right at the homeless person there. Turn left at the homeless person that always wants a cigarette there. And yeah, when you get your meal, it's going to be the place where the homeless person is asking for you to buy beer. So yeah, I'm having fun on this trip, but the funnest part is hopefully about to begin. I hope, because Amtrak's been doing some weird stuff with me, and I have to make sure that my destination is actually my destination, because so far they've got my previous destination. That's not going to work. So sit back, relax, enjoy. This may be a 2-parter, this may be a 3-parter, this may be a 1-part, who knows. But no, it's going to be multiple parts. I'm pretty sure it is. So hopefully you enjoy this little view on here, and hopefully I can either get my laptop fixed or replaced by the time I get ready to edit this video. And so since I'm staying in a hotel here, I figured I'd grab some dinner. A falafel, beer, Dr. Pepria. Smell 3. This room isn't too bad. I'll be glad to take my last leg of my little secret journey tomorrow. Smell 3. Look at crappy American breakfast from hotel, where I used to get nice buffet. Now this is what I get. Crappy cup Starbucks coffee. Crappy muffin with sausage and egg. I wanted waffles. I wanted scrambled eggs. I wanted, like, a lot of sausage. This trip just gets worse and worse. And now I'm just waiting in Sacramento for the train to take me where I'm going to go. Okay, друзья, I now have the microphone in so you can probably hear me better or worse. I don't know. Once again, I'm on the Amtrak train. We're waiting for the snow fighting equipment to clear the snow, and then we're going to go. But meanwhile, we're sitting in beautiful Sacramento.
Once again, for all passengers, just a quick announcement again. We are going to be waiting here for approximately 40 more minutes until we can get some more info on whether we can go forward up the mountain here. So you are more than welcome to step off the train, go out exploring a little bit. We just want your folks back here by 12:55. We do have the potential to be moving by 1 o'clock. That's when we'll get more word about whether we're moving or not. There is a sandwich shop in the station. I do not know if they're open on Sundays, though. Somebody can look it up on their phone. Maybe it's called sourdough or something. If you guys are looking for some more different variety of food, they do have that.
And yeah, while I'm on the train,
There are other little
not scuba.
fast food type joints in the subway close by outside of the station.
Друзья, смотри, билет на поезд Сакраменто, это Траки, это Рино.
Folks, away we go, heading up to the mountain. Our next station stop, 25 minutes, will be Roseville. Roseville will be up next, 25 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up for our next station stop, Roseville. If Roseville is your final destination, please take this time to look around you, gather your personal belongings, and prepare for detrain. Roseville will be a brief stop. Please do not step off the train here. This is not your final destination. Roseville coming up next.
смотри, друзья. Это обед. Это пиво, Bud Light, Doritos chips. Это cheeseburger, and that was a lot of money. I'm going to eat. Obed. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up to our next station stop, Colfax. If Colfax is your final destination, please take this time to look around you, gather your personal belongings, and prepare to detrain.